Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the swords. It is Team JoJo back with another video, and this is going to be a Poke Rant. So for the most part, I think
it's about Pokemon Go, by the way.
Yeah, Pokemon Go Rant. I should have said that more than a Poke Rant, even though it is a Poke Rant.
It's specifically about Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Not really things about the other Pokemon games.
But the whole thing about this, it's a good game. You know, as a whole, it's good. And it's very encouraging for people to walk. But I have a few problems. I personally have. Mainly to do with the eggs that come out of the 10K eggs.
Pokemon?
Hmm?
Yeah, the Pokemon. And the 5K.
Yes, I think they got the wrong Pokemon coming out of those eggs. I'm not the only one that's gotten this, but I've gotten an Eevee out of a 10-kilometer egg. Now, my problem with that is there's Eevees everywhere. I've caught so many. And lots of people I've seen on gyms and stuff, they have Vaporeons and Jolteons and Flareons. They're all there. Like, they're everywhere. We don't want it in a 10K egg.
No.
Like, that should be left for, like, Magmars, or maybe even a Tauros, or Lapras. Something that you really don't ever see. Like, I don't expect them to always do it, I get that, but, you know, like, an Eevee shouldn't be there. And I think, was it you or me? You got the Paris today, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a Paris out of a 5K egg.
Yeah, like, that's another one.
Venonats come from 5K eggs, too. They should all be 2. Anything that spawns, like, anything that you can find within, like, a like, even 10 or 20 kilometer radius of you, pretty easily, should not be in any more than a 2K egg. Or if any egg at all. I would rather than be in no eggs. Like, I'd rather not hatch a Weedle ever. But
or a Rattata.
Yeah. Or a Rattata, yeah.
Like, it's just too ridiculous, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then there's ones that maybe should be in 5Ks that are in 2Ks, like all the starters.
Yeah, the starters should definitely
be in 5Ks.
I would think 5.
They're pretty rare.
Well, if we're going off like the original games and stuff, you only get one starter anyway.
Yeah.
So if they're in 2-kilometer eggs, that's okay, I guess, but I haven't really seen too many. I think I've got one Charmander, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you get 2-kilometer eggs like almost every Pokemon.
I mean, I'm not really complaining with that because I like getting a 2K egg and then hatching a Squirtle out of it, which I've done a lot, like many times, and I'm like almost halfway to a Blastoise, so you know, like.
Yeah, I'm not really complaining about that part.
No.
But if you want to be fair and have things which are semi-rare or rare.
Yeah, they should go on rarity levels, like through the entire world. Like things that are super, you know, common to maybe like slightly uncommon should be in 2Ks, and then like uncommon to like kind of rare should be in 5Ks, and then like the really rare, like epic, legendary ones should be in 10K, like the Lapras and Snorlax and all that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So that's sort of a, like, we're not angry about it, but it's just a little bit of...
It's frustrating when you walk 10 kilometers. Like, we actually walk it most of the time. Like, sometimes we won't, but, like, we don't, you know, cheat or anything like that. Like, sometimes we'll drive slow, but, like, we don't do that super often. Like,
no, and we don't use a computer to do the GPS.
And even when you're driving it, it's still like pretty tedious because you have to like do a lot of driving and blah blah.
Yeah, spending gas money.
Like, so it's kind of frustrating to like walk or / drive 10 kilometers and then you get like freaking Eevee or 5K and you get a Venonat. Like, I already have a Venomoth. I'm good. Like.
Yeah, we actually caught a Venomoth.
Yeah.
And then, of course, later evolved one. But anyway.
Yeah.
But also on the egg subject, like, the GPS we noticed didn't really take corners very well. It's mostly straight lines.
It's like it only updates, like, say, every 5 minutes or something. So if you go, like, it only measures, like, where you were at 5 minutes ago and where you're at now. It doesn't actually measure, like, how you got there. So you could, like, walk in, like, a spiral motion and then go right back to, like, beside where you were. And it would only count, like, that, like, 0.2 kilometers or whatever that you walked, because it, like, updates every 5 minutes or something. So it only, you know, records point A to point B. It doesn't actually record every, like, where that you're going. Like, I feel like it should update, like, constantly, so that it's getting, like, an accurate thing, because I've heard a lot of people who, like, if they walk in a circle or whatever, it doesn't count anything. Like, if you walk around a traffic circle, that should be, like, 0.1 of a kilometer or something, and people don't get it because it, like, you know, doesn't it updates when you're back where you were or close to it. So
yeah, I think you're just, like, moving slightly.
Yeah, it doesn't, like,
like,
actually realize that you've actually been moving in that, like, however long. I don't know if it's 5 minutes or whatever, but it should be, like, every 10 seconds or something. Like, fast, so that it's always knowing where you are. So that if you're walking, like, we have a place in our city, like, by the harbor. You can walk along the harbor, and it's very, like, curvy and stuff. Yeah. So I feel like we're not going to be getting an accurate representation of how far we've walked, because sometimes you're, like, curving around and stuff, and it might just think that you're in the same friggin' spot.
Yep.
It's irritating.
So, saying all that, we think maybe they should change the system, or maybe use both. Like, we could use the step system, how many steps you've taken and how far you've stepped.
I don't think it would be very hard for them to add it to the Pokemon Go Plus or whatever it's called, the little bracelet,
the bracelet
that they're
thing
selling.
that's coming out. Yeah.
Why couldn't they make that a pedometer?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, and it could say, look, how many steps, and generally how many steps would be, like, 1 kilometer, like, you know, a normal step or whatever.
Or you could even input, like, say your height or your leg length, so it would know your stride, so it would know how many steps equals how far for you as an individual.
Yeah, because everybody's strides are different, but
I don't know why they couldn't partner with one of, like, the apps that has the pedometer, like, say S Health for just an example, like, and then they could kind of incorporate some of the elements of the, like, S Health or whatever app they use into Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well, moving on. I think we've covered the egg crap.
Yeah, and the walking.
So, another thing we thought would be a good idea is getting more Stardust from new Pokemon.
Yeah, like, you know how you get more XP for new Pokemon? You should get more Stardust, too. Like, you should get double the Stardust.
Yeah, because you're only going to get a new Pokemon once per Pokemon. Yeah. So why not, right? Because you're going to get a bunch to upgrade them or evolve them anyway.
Also, going off of that point, I really think that they should implement some sort of system where, like, every, say, kilometer that you walk, you get, like, 100 Stardust or something. Yeah, like, that would encourage people to walk more.
Yeah, because right now I don't feel like the game is really encouraging everybody to walk. I mean, it is.
Yeah, with the eggs, but, like, if you don't care about eggs.
Yeah, if you just want to go and catch Pokemon.
But the thing is, like, with eggs, you're getting all these Pokemon, but you can't upgrade them because you're constantly needing Stardust, so you're just, like you're just farming all these Weedles and Pidgeys and stuff for Stardust. And it's kind of irritating. And then
we don't want a grinding game like Final Fantasy or something like that. It's Pokemon. Like, we want to have fun while we're out walking. I mean, I know I used to walk last year before the game came out, and it is boring.
Yeah, unless you're listening to music or something.
Even still, like, but yeah, it's you want to have some more fun with it, and that's what it should be all about. Yeah. Encouraging the walk and have fun while you're doing it.
Yes.
So. Oh, another big problem is the tracker.
The nearby tracker.
The nearby tracker. Like, that
it
doesn't work.
They said they fixed it, but it has to still be broken, because there's been tons of times, like, we were tracking down a Ponyta the other night, and it said it was gone, so we went up this street that we go up, like, for rare stuff, because there's a lot of times if there's rare stuff around, it's usually on that street, like, it spawns, like, rare stuff. So we decided to go up that street, and the Ponyta was not in the nearby at all. Like, it had vanished. I thought it despawned, and then all of a sudden it shows up beside me. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, why the nearby tracker really needs to be fixed.
Well, it
So
can't be that
hard.
hard. Like, they place them at those certain
Yeah.
spots, so why is the tracker so wrong? We've even seen where, like, we'll say Ghastly was in the start of the tracker, and like other like Pokemon,
Pidgey.
like a Pidgey or a Weedle, something like that, are like way after it, and all of a sudden there they are, they show up. You're like, okay, well it
This
says
is
the Ghastly is
closer.
closer, so where is it? You know, like the first tracker was a little bit better, I think.
I think that they should either do something like keep the tracker the way that it looks, and just have like, say, if there's like a Pidgey, a Weedle, and a Spearow like around you, and it says the Pidgey is like 100 meters away and the Spearow is 500 meters away, but you don't know where it is. You just know it's 100 meters away, and then it's gonna update. And when you see that it's getting higher, you're like, oh crap, I'm going in the wrong direction. So you have to kind of like figure out which direction and then like walk in it. I think that'd be a
nice.
good way. You can't have anything too obvious, because I get that they're trying to like give that illusion of like you're hunting for them, and I like that. Like, I like having to hunt for them, but I should know, like, I should have some sort of competent way to know where I'm hunting for them.
Yeah.
Like even just footprints.
Yeah.
Like, or something like that.
Like,
Something creative.
I get that it's a game.
Yeah.
But I mean, in real life, if you were tracking something, you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I gotta go that direction. There it is, right?
Yeah.
Now you get this game. Here's the nearby list. Okay, so do I go backwards where I was just at? Do I go left? Do I go right? Where should I go? Like, there's really no indication. You're guessing completely.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying.
They definitely improved it. Like, it's definitely 100 times easier to search for Pokemon, purely because it updates so quickly now. Like, it updates every 18 seconds, so you know if you're going the wrong way, like, pretty much immediately. So it's not that bad anymore, but it's still like a broken piece of crap.
It's still broken.
So
yeah. I mean, the game is still fun, but it needs a lot of work. I know they're kind of.
The buddy system that's coming sounds really awesome, and I'm really excited to walk my Magikarp.
Yeah, see that flopping behind him.
Yeah.
Anyway, but speaking of new updates coming out, I like the ideas of what they're gonna do, but they also need to work on the problems that they have already before starting to really throw out more new stuff, I think.
Yeah, new updates need to come with more bug fixes included in them.
Yeah.
Like, I find that they just, like, when they have a new update, they don't usually have any bug fixes in it. Like, why don't you have why are you wasting an update that doesn't have a bug fix? I've always thought that all updates should always have bug fixes in them, like, automatically, unless the game is flawless, which is pretty much impossible. But
there's some games that are pretty good, flawless, like, I mean, like, I play Clash of Clans a lot. I never really seen any problems
even
with
it has bug fixes, like, pretty much every update.
Oh yeah, they do stuff every week, from what I see, and I mean, they got 4 games Supercell right now that I know of, and they're all always trying to fix it and make it a better improvements and everything. And I always find it's better experiences with them every time. But
I think the major problem with this game is that people aren't used to being around for the launch of mobile games, because usually mobile games launch, they have like, you know, a few thousand people or a few 100,000 people who play them, and like nobody really knows about it. So like you have that initial like kind of beta testers almost who test it out, and then it usually doesn't gain any traction till at least a year after release, where it's actually established and they've fixed most of the bugs and everything. But people are thinking this is such a crappy game, but I bet most of the mobile games that you play, like that anyone would play when they were first launched, they were probably just as buggy as this.
They probably were.
But nobody was really around to play them.
But
this game launched with millions of people playing it, so everyone's like, oh, this crappy game. It's like, it's a launch Like, it's not even been out for it's been out for like maybe 2 months, if that.
Yeah,
Like, it hasn't
I think
even
so.
been out for a half a year. Like, you gotta give it time to establish itself. Like,
And that's what I think is going to be a problem with this game, because everybody grew up with Pokemon. So they're expecting a game that work just as well as the other games, I think. So, I mean, it's a well-established franchise. So, like, you know, people want something to work right away, especially since it's a Nintendo or Niantic game, right?
yeah.
So that's pretty much all of our rant that we got.
For now.
For now, we might come out with more. I'm pretty sure we'll come out with more.
Yeah, the Buddy system update is apparently supposed to be rolling out now-ish. So once that comes out, if there's any more bugs or crap to rant about, we'll probably come back with that.
Yes, sir. We probably will. I like ranting, I think.
Yeah, you do.
I do
You
it
do it
quite
all
a
the
bit.
time.
I even do it while driving
Yeah.
without other drivers. But
I'm more of a passive type of person. He's more aggressive.
I don't sound aggressive, like if you're just talking to me normal, like on the street or whatever, but you get me behind the wheel or a game that really ticks me off. Those frickin' fricks.
Those freaking tricks.
Anyway, that's all we got for this this video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you. Not talk to you.
Well, you'll see us. No, you won't.
Well, you'll hear us, and we'll be talking to you.
You could see us though. We do have videos on our other channels.
Yeah, which we can link down below.
Yeah, maybe we will, maybe we won't, and maybe we'll just let you figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. We'll put some links.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening and watching, and have a good whatever day it is that you're watching it.
Yep.